This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
Today's video is brought to you by Stamps.com. In just a minute, I'm going to talk about an offer exclusive to you and my audience that you should consider. Before we get to that, though, let's talk about what we're going to talk about today. The war in Ukraine. The illegal, barbarous war being waged against the people of Ukraine, the civilians in Ukraine, not just the army and the military operation there, but people. People like you and me living in their homes, being killed. There have been documented war crimes on the part of Vladimir Putin. The world is horrified, as well they should be. This isn't to say that it's the most important thing that has ever happened in the span of modernity relative to war crimes. It's not. There's all kinds of them that happen in Africa, that happen in the Middle East, that we all need to be paying attention to. Our government needs to be supporting the efforts. We need to free Palestine. There's all these things we need to do. But this is happening right now, and it warrants a conversation. It warrants at least an investigation to preserve evidence in order that maybe Vladimir Putin will go on trial for war crimes. And there are Republicans who think no. Not only that whether it happened or not is up for debate, just that no. We don't want to preserve any evidence. We don't want to investigate because maybe then Vladimir Putin might be held accountable. And that is out of bounds for the most loyal of Republicans, 6 in this case, because apparently Liz Cheney cast a no vote accidentally. But they don't want to anger, they don't want to raise the ire of Donald Trump, whose pal, whose boss, some may say, is under scrutiny right now for these crimes. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to read a little bit from this Newsweek article, and I'm going to name these names. Before we get to that, though, a word from today's sponsor, Stamps.com. Time is always something that's in short supply around here. Believe it or not, it takes a lot of work to make all of this and this look as professional as the nightly news. And that's to say nothing of the time my personal obligations to my family and home require. I love it when I can save time doing something more efficiently. And if it saves money too, well, I'm in. Stamps.com is a perfect combination of swift and thrift. Using Stamps.com, you can mail and ship anytime, anywhere. All you need is a computer and a standard printer. You just print official postage right from your computer and have your local mail carrier pick it up for you. Entirely skip the hassle at the post office. And wasting money is bad too, right? So stop overpaying for shipping. With Stamps.com, you can access discounts you can't find anywhere else. Up to 40% off of the United States Postal Service rates and up to 70% off of UPS. There is zero risk and you get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com/Dollemore for your 4-week trial plus free postage and that digital scale. For more than 20 years, Stamps.com has been indispensable for over 1 million businesses. Sign up now. Go to Stamps.com/Dollemore for your 4-week trial plus free postage and a sweet digital scale. I actually use it all the time. Use Stamps.com and you'll never have to go to the post office again. Let's read from this article here entitled, "These 7 Republicans Voted Against Investigating War Crimes in Ukraine." What possible reasoning could they give to not want to investigate war crimes, to acknowledge that they happened, and to hold those who have performed them accountable? War crimes, human rights violations, bordering on genocide. 7 Republicans have voted against investigating evidence of war crimes potentially committed by Russian troops in Ukraine, including U.S. Representative Liz Cheney, who voted no by mistake. I don't know about that. I don't know if it was a mistake. Listen, this tribal thinking that because Liz Cheney is an opponent of Trump, she's one of the good guys, is BS. Liz Cheney is one of the worst of the worst of the worst. She's the daughter of Dick Cheney, Darth Vader in human form. She holds the same pernicious views, bigoted views, warmongering views as her father. She is cut from the same cloth. So it wouldn't surprise me that it was only the political heat that was coming that she says, oh, it was an accident, and changed her vote. I don't know, though. I have no evidence. Just looking back and knowing her character, knowing who she is, it wouldn't surprise me. The motion, called the Ukraine Invasion, War Crimes Deterrence and Accountability Act, has the goal to, quote, collect, analyze, and preserve evidence and information related to war crimes and any other atrocities committed by Russian armed forces in Ukraine. The bill passed in the House of Representatives on Wednesday with 418 voting in favor and only 7 Republicans voting against. 4 Republican representatives did not vote at all. The 7 who voted nay were Arizona's Andy Biggs and Paul Gosar, both massive Trump fans, toadies, lackeys, just obsequious, fawning sycophants to Donald Trump. Ohio's Warren Davidson, the same. Georgia's Marjorie Taylor Greene, of course. Kentucky's Thomas Massey, Pennsylvania's Scott Perry, and Wyoming's Liz Cheney. All of these people are, we'll put it, it's morning time for me right now. We'll keep it PG. They are brown nosers. At the very least, they could be classified as that. CNN's chief congressional correspondent, Manu Raju, reported that Cheney voted nay by mistake, because apparently she's never voted before and it's so complex. That was it's not on the text. And has already communicated to the House that she meant to vote yay. The bill is expected to pass the full House this week. If approved by the Senate, the motion will move to the president before becoming law. This would oblige the U.S. Department of State to collect and preserve evidence of Russian atrocities committed in Ukraine and pass it on to Congress and bodies like the International Criminal Court, the International Court of Justice, and Ukrainian courts. So what is there to vote no about? It's not appropriating large amounts of money that you'd be worried about the budget. All it would do is hold Vladimir Putin accountable, preserve evidence so at a later date we could deal with the Russians. What's the reason? Other than a fawning obsequiousness to Donald Trump and what his wishes are and what his interests are. What do you think? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me. I would encourage it. daily@dollemore.com. Thank you for your time and attention. Thanks for engaging with my content. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Click the bell till you get notified of my 2 to 3 videos per day. I appreciate you guys. If you appreciate me, if I do something for you, if I bring you value on a day-to-day or week-to-week basis, please consider supporting my work right here on the platform. You can help produce what I do. For $1.99 a month, you can click the join button below this video, become a channel member, or go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast and become a patron there. I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.